Welcome to Learn at Home program. I am Elo, Director Elo, a mathematics teacher, and I will be taking you on mathematics on the subject, on the topic, subtraction of 2 or 3 digit numbers. Subtraction of 2 or 3 digit number. Now, before we go into the work proper, we need to consider each of the words that is in the meaning of the word subtraction, 2 or 3 digits, 2 or 3 digits. Now, the word subtraction means take away from, remove from. You are given a particular number and you say subtract this from it. You have to take away that one from the other one. That is subtraction. Now, 2 digits or 3 digits. When you have something like 5 and 9, which is 59, has 2 digits. The first digit is 5 and the second digit is 9. That makes it 2 digits. But the number is pronounced as 59, which is having 2 digits. That is 2 digit number. And you also have 347, which is 3 digits. You have the first digit, which is 3, the second digit, which is 4, and the third digit, which is 7. That makes it a 3 digit number. Now our work is going to be based on this 2 or 3 digit number. We'll go into example 1. Subtract 25 from 59. Subtract 25 from 59. To do this, first, which of this number do you write? Which of the number need to come first? Some people will make the mistake of writing 25 before 59. If you do it that way, you are not going to get the right answer. So the proper thing to do is to write 59 first, then take away 25. There are 2 ways of doing this. First, going straight, counting the 59 straight ahead. Then you reduce 25. You reduce it by 25. That will give you your answer. So in doing that, I will use stroke, or I would like you to use stroke. Using 1 stroke to represent 1, 2 strokes to represent 2, 3 strokes to represent 3, and 10 strokes to represent the figure 10. So how many 10 are we expected to have in 59? We are expected to have 5 tens, 5 tens, and 15, and the 9, which makes it 59. So you count 59. After doing that, you take away 25. You count 1 to 5 in the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are taking 5 from 9. Then you are taking 2 tens from the 5 tens. 2 tens from the 5 tens. And when you take away 2 tens from the 5 tens, what you have left, you put it down. Out of the 5 tens, you are taking away 2. Then what will you be having left? You have 3. Then from the 9, when you remove 5 from the 9, you have 4, which will give us our answer, which is 34. You take away 5 from 9, and that will give you 4, and you take away 2 from 5, that will give you 3. So our answer is 34, subtracting 25 from 59. Then I have a short method of doing this, which every pupil would like to use. Mathematics students, they like short method because it makes it faster and they get their result faster. So in using the short method, you use their place value. And what is place value? The position of the digit. The position of a digit in a number, that is place value. So since we are using 2 digits, like the 59, you write it down 59, and if you look at it, you are having 9 as the first number when you are coming from your right hand. Coming from your right hand or taking it from your right hand, the first digit is 9. And the place value of 9 is unit. While the second number 5, the place value is 10. And you have to take 25 away from it. This 25 is also 2 digits. So you have to place them accordingly with their place value. So 5 should be the first number coming from your right. And that is the unit. So you put the 5 under the 9. And the 2, which is your 10, you put it under the 5. Now you do the little subtraction by counting 9 strokes for the 9. 9 strokes for your 9. After counting 9 strokes, because that is a unit column, then you have to subtract 5 or take away 5 from the 9. You count 5. After removing that 5, how many will be left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you remove the 5, how many are left? You have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if you carry out this action, you have the same 4. So you put the 4 under the unit column. Then you proceed to the tens column, where you have 5 and 2. You count 5, then take away 2. So if you do that, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then remove 2 from the 5. That means you need to count 2. 1 and 2. After removing those 2, how many strokes are left? You have 1, 2, and 3. You write it under the tens column, and that will give us the answer 34, as well as the first method we use in solving it. Is there any confusion? Subtracting 25 from 59. I hope there is no problem. You have to write 59 first, then 25 under 59. And if you carry out the expected work, your answer should be 34. After that, we look into another example that involves 3 digits. I've explained earlier what 3 digit means. A number that has 3 digits. That makes it 3 digits, like 347. The name of the number is 347. But each of those numbers there are referred to as the digit. So our example 2 says, subtract 125 from 347. You are subtracting 125 from 347. To solve this, we are also using the short method, which I know you will like as a pupil. You may like to use the shorter method because it will take you to your answer faster. So since we are having 3 digits involved, if you have to check their place value, you should have the first one from your right as your unit, the second one as your tens, while the third one your hundreds. So we have to have 3. I'm using the word H or the letter H to represent the word 100. The letter H represents the word 100, while the letter T represents the word tens, and U represents the word unit. So placing 7 under U and 4 under T, 3 under 100. That is the first number you should write, not 125, because you are taking 125 away from 347. Now the second number, 125. Your 5 coming from your right hand, if you write this number down, 125, coming from your right hand, the first digit is 5. That should go into the column of unit. That means your 5 should be under 7, while your 2 should be under 4. And your 1 should be under 3. If you can arrange it this way, then doing the subtraction and getting the result will not be a problem. But once you miss the arrangement, if you put the 125 first before the 347, automatically you are going to have a problem. So making the right arrangement will also lead you to the right answer. Now let's go by doing the subtraction. First, you count stroke into 7 places. If you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After counting 7, then take away 5. You count 5 in the 7 or inside the 7. Count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You remove it or you strike it, showing the sign that that has been removed. After that, you count the ones that are remaining. Out of the 7 strokes, after removing 5, I guessed if you should do it as expected, you'll be having 2 strokes left. That shows 7 minus 5 will give you 2. While the tens column, you are having 4 and 2, which means you should count 4 strokes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. After that, take away 2 or remove 2. You count again, 1, 2, and strike it off. After that 2 that you have struck off, count the ones that are remaining. I guess if you are doing it, or if you do it, you should be having 2 again. So under the tens unit, tens column, we are having 2 as our result again. Then you move to the last column, which is the 100 columns. You are having 3 and 1. You count 3 strokes, and after doing that, you take 1 away from it. Then what is remaining, you put it down as the figure you have for that particular column, or the digit you have for that particular column. So we count 1, 2, and 3. These 3, remove 1 from the 3. And if I remove 1 from the 3, I should be having 2 left. That 2, you put it down as the digit you have under the hundreds column. Now finally, all the digits you have pronounced together makes a single number. We are having 2, 2, and 2. So pronouncing it or calling it as a number, that should be 222. This is our answer when you subtract 125 from 347. I guess it is simple to do. So for that reason, I would like you to do this yourself. Do it yourself. I have the first one. Subtract 41 from 47. Subtract 41 from 47. While the second one, subtract 111 from 262. Subtract 111 from 262. Can you do this? Do it and let us see. Okay, we'll go on a short break, and after the break, we'll see how far you have gone. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to FCT learning platform.
UBE Board Learn at Home is a special digital intervention program creatively designed to complement the usual physical classroom lessons of pupils in primary 1 to 3 and 4 to 6, and also for JSS 1 to 3 students.
What are the measurements or SI unit of measuring angles? We have what we call degrees. Angles are measured in what? Degrees or minutes.
Join us between 2:40 and 4 p.m. Tuesdays to Saturdays. The television versions of the program will air on ASO TV between 6 and 7:20 p.m. Tuesdays to Saturdays on Star Times Channel 127, Free TV Channel 507, and UHF Channel 38.
All right, welcome back from the break. How was the classwork? They do it yourself. How was it? Was it a difficult one? I guess it was very simple, because after the whole lot of examples and method, this should be very simple for you to do. Now let's do it together. The first one, you have subtract 41 from 74. How many digits are involved in this? How many digits are involved? What did you have in your own? Are you thinking of 3 digits or more than 3 digits? This is just 2 digits. 2 digits are involved. So you should be using T and U. T for tens and U for unit. Then you place your 7 under the tens and your 4 under the unit, which is a bigger number. Then your 41, you have your 4 under the T, which is the tens, and your 1 under the 4, which is the unit. Now you count 4. In case you are writing down, you can use stroke. If you are writing down, count 4 stroke as your 4. Now we do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. After counting 4, remove 1 from the 4. 1, that is out of the 4. Now the stroke that are remaining, you count them, which is 1, 2, and 3. Then you put that number under the unit column, which is 3. Then move it to the second column, which is the tens. You have 7. You count the 7. If you are writing down, you write 7 strokes to represent the 7. And we can do that by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After counting 7, count 4 again and strike it. That means you have removed 4 away from the 7. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, after removing the 4, what do you have left? Let's count. 1, 2, and 3. If you do the right thing, you are expected to have 3, which means our final answer to that question is 33. 2-digit number, 33. 3 and 3. Now the second, do it yourself. Subtract 111 from 262. You have to take away 111 from 262. Now this time around, how many digits are involved? It's just to count how many numbers you are seeing there. We have 2, we have 6, we have 2. That makes it 3-digit number. And you have to subtract also a 3-digit number from it. So this time around, instead of having just tens and unit, we are going to be involving 100, which is represented by H. So we are having H for 100, T for tens, and U for unit. Then you write the numbers under this 3-digit. Your 2 under 100, your 6 under tens, and your 2 under unit. Then the second number, which is 111, you do the same thing. 1 under 2, 1 under 6, and 1 under 2. After doing this, to do the subtraction or to carry out the subtraction, you use stroke to represent the bigger number, which is 2. Count 2 strokes. 1, 2. That is the first thing. Next, remove 1 from it or strike 1 from it. And after doing that, how many are you having left? I guess you are having 1. So that 1, you put it down under the unit columns. Then we move to the tens column, where we are having 6 and 1. That means you have to count 6 or write down 6. And you can do that by using strokes. Write it down 6 strokes or counting 6 strokes. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. After that, remove 1 or strike 1. And when you do that, how many are you having left? We can also do that by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That 5, you put it down under the tens column. Now we move to the last column, which is your 100, the H. You are having 2 and 1. That means you have to count 2 strokes, then take away 1. And when you take away 1 from 2, what is your expected result? I guess you have 1. And that 1 should be written down under the hundreds column. With this, I think you are having the same thing. If not, what you have to change it to what I've just given you. Now, before we go, we'll take assignment. I'm going to give you some work to do by yourself as a good pupil. To further explain what we have done so far, okay, take away work, something you need to do at home or after now. Number 1, subtract 45 from 87. Subtract 45 from 87. Secondly, subtract 223. (223) from 554. So with this, we have come to the end of our lesson for today. Till we meet again. Thank you and God bless you.